Hello YouTubers, Alaska Prepper here. Ladies and gentlemen, I remember saying once, I don't remember what video, but I said once that things like this, the drought that is happening in the Midwest to the west of the United States, will not only have primary implications, but also secondary and tertiary implications. And what do I mean by that? That due to the drought, the primary implication is that there's less water. People are restricted in using water in many ways. What are the secondary implications? We have less food because farmers can't get enough water to raise food or to grow food that we need to eat. And the third way, we can see it happening right now. A huge California hydro plant shuts down due to the drought for the first time in history, or for the first time since it was built. It's had to shut down because the water levels are so low that there's not enough water to go and power the turbines. And although the power implication, ladies and gentlemen, may not affect everyone in the United States, it will mainly affect Californians and the outlying states that border it. The implications of less water to raise food and to grow food will have an effect on everyone in the country. For many of you that may not know, California produces a very large amount of the food that is distributed throughout the United States. The Edward Hyatt hydroelectric power plant at Lake Oroville, California, was shut down yesterday for the first time since it opened in 1967 because of low water levels due to drought. Lake Oroville is California's second largest reservoir. When it's working, the Hyatt, the fourth largest hydropower plant in the state, is able to generate up to 750 megawatts of electricity, which is enough to power around 500,000 homes, although it usually generates around 400 megawatts. But Lake Oroville is currently only 24% full, or 34% of the historical average for August 5th. And these pictures, ladies and gentlemen, are pretty devastating because, as you can see, if you take a look at the picture on your left over here, this is during drought. This is very low compared to where it normally is. Its normal levels are up against these trees that you see here in the bottom. That's its normal levels. But look at it now. It's even less than it was before. Justin Sullivan here says that Lake Oroville is shrinking as the drought emergency worsens in California. In 3 months, the lake has dropped from 42% of capacity on April 27th of this year to 28% today, July 22nd. And it's even lower now, ladies and gentlemen. We're almost 3 weeks past July 22nd. So it's even less now. Incredible. It says here that water levels are 243 feet below the full pool of 900 feet. It continues to say that drought conditions in California have reduced hydropower capacity by approximately 1,000 megawatts overall due to depleted reservoirs. California usually sources around 15% of its electricity from hydropower. The DWR is calling on California residents to reduce water by 15%, but doesn't indicate in its statement how that reduction should be quantified. Ladies and gentlemen, they're running out of answers and they're running out of options. It's what's happening. California, according to history, is going to become another Dust Bowl, if not worse. California is in what is being called by scientists in a mega drought condition, meaning that this drought is not merely a 5-6 year drought, but that it will last decades. Now let's talk about the secondary effect of this drought that's going on in the Midwest to the west. U.S. spring wheat crop conditions rated the worst since 1988. And as we read these numbers here, these are the crop progress for soybeans in the U.S., which states that last week the U.S. had 60% of its soybeans in good to excellent condition. And in 1 week it dropped 2%. Now 2% may not sound like a lot, ladies and gentlemen, but that's an awful lot. Now, ladies and gentlemen, good to excellent condition, from what I understand, is what is required for human consumption. Anything below that grade is usually used for animal feed. Now in Minnesota, only 36% of their crop is in good to excellent condition. In Iowa, 61%. It seems to be the best. And in North Dakota, only 17%. It states here that the talk of possible rain relief comes as drought continues to impact crops, with spring wheat conditions hitting the lowest rating since 1988. USDA's latest crop progress report shows only 9% of the spring wheat crop across the country is rated good to excellent. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, do you understand what they're saying there? They're saying that only 9% of the wheat, of the spring wheat that is being raised in the United States right now is only good to excellent. Now, even if they use the not so good to excellent wheat for human consumption, you're not going to be getting the same nutrition as you would with the good to excellent condition wheat. It says here that 66% is rated poor to very poor. With conditions continuing to deteriorate, USDA meteorologists say you have to go back to 1988 to find a spring wheat crop rated this poor. Meanwhile, the corn crop dropped 1 point in a week, now at 64% good to excellent nationally, and soybeans slipped 2 points, falling to 58% good to excellent across country. With the dry weather in the Midwest and disappearing moisture supplies in the upper Midwest, we saw a 2-point decline in good to excellent ratings, down to 58%. That's of course below last week's 60%. And now 12% is very poor to poor. That is up a point from last week. And here it shows that as of 25 July of this year, you can see here the percentages of good to excellent condition across the states that produce around 90+% of all of the soybeans that we consume here in the United States. Altogether, it comes out to about 58% that are in good to excellent condition. This is something that we definitely want to keep our eyes on. Taking a closer look at soybeans, USDA shows Minnesota farmers are seeing their worst condition in 18 years. That state's crop conditions rating dropped 7 points in just 1 week, all the way down to 36% of the crop is rated good to excellent. Iowa's soybean rating slipped 4 percentage points to 61 to good to excellent. So ladies and gentlemen, this is something that is going to continue to affect us probably for years to come. So I'll say it again. Of course, the name of this channel is the Alaska Prepper Channel. And what do we do here, ladies and gentlemen? We encourage people to begin to prepare, and we also encourage people that are prepping to continue to prepare. Continue filling in your gaps, ladies and gentlemen. I am saying this now. I've been saying it for years because it is the truth. All we have to do is look around. The video that I put out earlier today, I was talking about how people are getting paid more money or asking for more money, and really there's a lot of jobs that are to be had, but people don't want them because they want more money. They want to get paid more money. Well, ladies and gentlemen, how much money is enough when there's no food to buy? I have a feeling that we're going to find out. I have a feeling that there will come a time in our future where we will find out that it doesn't matter how much money you have, that you're going to get what you're going to get. Because I see ration books in our future. So get it now. Put it away. If you don't know how to put away food for long term, just go to my video playlist. There are plenty of videos where I show how I package food for long term so that it can stay good for decades. This is the time to do it. I mean, we can still purchase a 50-pound bag of rice for about $27 or so. And that's here in Alaska. You could probably get it a lot cheaper than that down in the lower 48. If you want to get some really nice fancy rice, like the cow roast rice that I really like, you can purchase a 50-pound bag of that here at Costco for about $30. I'm going to say it one last time, ladies and gentlemen. The time to prepare is now. You're going to hear me saying this all the time. And why is that? Because it's going to take a lot of Americans to be well prepared in order for our country to survive, ladies and gentlemen. Remember that being well prepared is a way of you being able to preserve your freedom. Don't be one of those that has their hands out because they weren't willing to plan for the future, especially in times where there is things to be had that you can put away for the future. Don't wait for those things to be gone. Get them now and put them away. Don't worry about what people say. Let them call you a hoarder. Let them call you crazy. Your belly will be full, where theirs will be empty, and they will have to give up their liberties and freedoms in order to get those things that they failed to put away today while they could still have them. Having said that, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, I want to say thank you very much to all of the new subscribers. Thank you so much for coming over and joining our awesome community. I truly do hope that you take an interactive approach to our community, meaning that you interact with other community members. If you have questions, if you just started prepping and you have questions, please join in on our live streams. We have a live stream every single Friday at 2 p.m. Alaska time, 6 p.m. Eastern time, and we have one every Sunday at 12 noon Alaska time, 4 p.m. Eastern time. Every other week I have a live stream on Tuesdays at 5 p.m. Alaska time, 9 p.m. Eastern time. However, I do believe that I may change the time to 4 p.m. for the Patreon and Ladies and Gentlemen's Club members live streams on Tuesdays. All right, but that'll be in the future. Having said that, again, thank you very much for joining in. Thank you very much for joining our community. Remember to be good to each other. When good people do good things happen. Remember to reach one, teach one, and repeat. If we all did this, the world would be a better place, and you know that it will be a better place. Many blessings to all of you and your families. This is Alaska Prepper. I'm out. Ladies and gentlemen, because I love nutrient survival so much, they have provided me with a landing page on their website. To me, this is an honor because I truly love this company and their product. If you use the link below the description of this video, you can check out the Alaska Prepper 14-day reboot kit, which offers my favorite nutrient survival products and is currently selling for 5% off the regular price. Remember to use the code AP10 for $10 off your order, or the code APEGGS to get a 5-pack of their individually packaged vitamin eggs for free. I love saying feed your freedom with nutrient survival because this company truly is the real deal when it comes to nutrition that you can depend on.